Myself S.B. Barge, lecturer of Mahila B.Ed College, Market at Kolhapur. Now I am going to start here, introduce B.Ed syllabus of Shivaji University. Course 6A, Pedagogical of School Subject, English Part 1. It is a syllabus of English subject of Shivaji University B.Ed course. B.Ed course 2 years, B.Ed course Shivaji University. So semester first and semester second, it is a part of English subject. So now I am going to start here semester second subject, English subject syllabus. 6A, first, pedagogical of school subject, English part first. In this syllabus I am going to teach you unit number 2, which one? Aims and objectives. This is the name of your unit number 2, aims and objectives. In that unit there are 4 units included. First, aim and objectives. Second, classroom objectives. And then third, recent curriculum reform. In that third sub-unit, recent curriculum reform, 2 institutes are most important. That institute recommended some objectives, some principles of English language. Then fourth one is development of English skills. Development of English skills. In that unit, we will see LSWR. LSWR means what? Listening, speaking, writing and reading. These are the 4 skills. How to develop that particular 4 skills of English language, we will see. Now listen carefully. I am going to start unit number 2. First point of that unit, sub point A. Its name is aim and objectives. Aim and objectives. So, do you know aim means what? Aim means what? Without aim. Without aim means without having aim, life is meaningless. Yeah, you know. Aim is most important things in every and each person. So it is most important thing. But it is related to our daily today lives. But in education, aims is also most important for teacher and students. So we will start here, aim and objectives of teaching English. Okay. What is aim? What is aim in English? It is related to education. Aim words. What is meaning of aims words related to English? Related to education. Now listen carefully. Aim means what? What teacher and also students. What teacher and also students. Students are learners. Okay. What teacher and also learners want to achieve in a learning and teaching process. What to want to achieve. Yes. These two things. These two teacher and students wants to achieve. What wants to achieve in a teaching learning process or a lesson or a course. It is called aim. It is called aim. Now listen, repeat. Aim means what? It means what teacher and learners want to achieve lesson in a lesson or a course. In a lesson or a course. So it is called aim. So it is most important. So now I am going to start general aim of teaching English. Okay. Now listen. Teacher try to give proper knowledge for that particular students. Okay. Why? So now listen. To enable the students or to enable the pupils to speak correctly is the aim of teaching English. First aim of teaching English. General aim of teaching English. Which one? To speak correctly. To enable the student to speak correctly English. To enable the students to read effectively and correctly English. Okay. These two are most important. Then third one, how to write English means writing. So to help the students, to enable the students, to enable the students to write correctly without any mistakes. Okay, to write correctly and without any mistake of English language. Then fourth, to enable these students to listen properly, to help the students to listen and understanding properly of teaching English. These are the 4 important general aims of teaching English. Should apply the learning experience in the classroom. Yes, in the classroom. Why? That learning experience, students try to motivate itself. So it is most important to give proper learning experience for your students in the class. Okay. So teacher speaking should be as a model. Yes, as a good model. Teacher speaking should be as a good model is a most important thing in the class. With that as a model, students try to motivate, okay, by teacher. Then next question should be asked. Then question should be asked for your students. Question should be asked for your students because of you try to motivate for the speaking. Yes, for speaking. So it is most important to develop speaking to your students with the help of debates, okay, and also other competitions, elocutions. These are the some important activities for your student. Then drills be taken. Drills be taken in the class. Drills means what? Repeat after me. Yes. Drills means what? Repeat after me. Some sentences, some words you try to use in our class, like apple. A-P-P-L-E, apple. Apple means what? It is a name of fruit. So apple. In 5th class, you try to take a drill. Which type of drill? Take a drill. Repeat after me. Apple. A-P-P-L-E, apple. A-P-P-L-E, apple. Then your students try to acquire that trace, intonation, and also that words, letters, and try to speak. Okay. So now we will learn about second aims. Reading. Yes, reading means to enable the students to read proper English language. Okay, it's a aim of second aim of teaching English. So teacher try to provide some learning experience. Teacher try to should we provide? Yes, teacher should we provide some learning experience in the class. They are first chart, textbook should be provided. Because of chart and textbook. Why chart and textbook? Because that chart and textbook, with the help of that chart and textbook, students try to acquire some knowledge, try to read that passages or textbook or that chart's message. Okay. Then you try to use tape recorder. Okay, you try to use tape recorder for a feedback. How to use that tape recorder for feedback? You try to record that student's reading. Then you try to give your feedback to your students and find out some mistakes. Okay, it is useful for that mistakes tape recorder. Yes, you try to provide to your students for developing reading skill, to enable to students to enable reading. Yes, to reading for that topic. Other points: drilling of vocabulary in the class. Drilling of vocabulary. It is also first of all you try to learn about that drilling. Drilling means what? You try to repeat some words, some sentences like apple. Yes. In also reading, you try to take a drilling and you try to drilling of vocabulary in the class. Drilling of vocabulary in the class means what? You try to repeat. Yes. A-P-P-L-E. Okay. Peacock. P-E-A-C-O-C-K. P-E-A-C-O-C-K is a word. Peacock. Peacock means name of a bird. Okay, it is a national bird, but it is a name of bird. Peacock. So repeat after me means P-E-A-C-O-C-K. P-E-A-C-O-C-K. Peacock. Peacock means name of a bird, as like this. Okay. Then now third one is to enable the students to write correct English. Okay. So it is most important to develop writing skills of students. To develop writing skills of the students. It is an aim of teacher. So with the help of learning experience, teachers try to develop writing skill. How to develop? Now listen. How to develop writing skill? You try to provide some writings for your students. Okay, for your students. So Practices, yes, practice. You try to give practice to your students for that writing skill. Okay, for that writing skill. For example, simple sentences, simple words. You try to give. Yes, you try to give your students, and with the help of that writings, students try to develop his or her writing. A teacher should use blackboard. Why blackboard? Why use that blackboard? Because of this one. Blackboard is most important thing. Blackboard is a friend of teacher. So it is most important teaching aid. With the help of blackboard, we try to draw importance diagram. For example, science subjects. Okay, EVS. Yes. So it is most important things to use a proper blackboards. Okay, to use blackboard for a diagram. Then you try to write some new words, unfamiliar words, and with the similar meanings. It is helpful for students also. You try to write on the blackboard. Then the students try to observe that words, try to observe and try to create meanings in his mind. So it is most important thing to use. Teacher should use that blackboard. Then it is most important things. You try to write correct without any mistake. Okay, you try to write on the blackboard without any mistake. So Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, Mahatma Gandhi said some important things. Now listen carefully. Mahatma Gandhi said what? Mahatma Gandhi said, bad handwriting is a symbol of imperfect education. Mahatma Gandhi said, bad handwriting is a symbol of imperfect education, and it is a true. Okay, it is a true. So now you try to write your writing neat and correctly. Okay, you try to write your writing neat and correctly is the most important thing. Now listen carefully for one. Number 4 aim is to enable the students to listen with a proper understanding. To listen with a proper understanding. It is the most important thing. To listen properly, then understand yourself. Okay, because it is useful for your understanding. Listen carefully, and we try to listen with the help of audio-visual aids, with the help of a tape recorder, with the help of radio, TV. There are various types of resources for listening. Okay, any type of information. Then listen how to provided that things of listening for useful for listening skills. Teacher should apply some learning experience to your class, to your students. So it is most important play-way method. Play-way method for developing listening skill is the most important method. It is useful for listening skill. Play-way method. Our teacher should apply his learning experience in the class. In that learning experience, you try to do or you try to use play-way method. Okay, for a listening skill. Then next, you try to use tape recorder, lingua phone. These are the instrument you try to use in your class. With the help of tape recorder, lingua phone and radio, we try to develop your students' listening skills. What is meant by lingua phone? It is an instrument. Okay, it is useful for speaking, learning, teaching, reading skills. Okay, it is most important things, lingua phone and tape recorder also. Yes, and radio. These are the most important teaching aids you try to use in your class. The direct method be used in your teaching. Yes, with the help of that direct method, you try to give chance how to speak, how to listen. Okay, so it's important to use direct method in the teaching. 4 aims of teaching English is a complete. Now unit number 2, second subunit name is objectives and its a specification. Okay, we will learn about that, objectives and specification. So now, do you know objectives? Objectives means what? first of all you try to understand objectives. Objective means what? Objective means, listen carefully, something that you are achieve. Yes, something that you are trying to achieve, something that you are trying to achieve. Okay, an aim, achieve an aim. It is related to aim. Your objectives are related to your aims. Okay, correlation between that two things, objectives and aim. So aim means objective means what? Something that you are trying to achieve. It's your aim. It is called objectives. There is most important things. You try to prepare, you try to select objectives. Okay, and then it's a specification. Now listen carefully. I am going to start. What are the objectives and it's a specification. There are 6 or 7 objectives in teaching English. There are 6 or 7 objectives. What are that objectives? Now listen here. Kinds of classroom objectives. What are the classroom objectives? These are the classroom objectives. Which one? Number 1, knowledge. 2, understanding. 3, application. 4, skills. 5, interest. And 6, attitude. So it is most important classroom objectives. With the help of that objectives, we try to teach in the class. Knowledge means it is information. Yes, we try to acquire some information. Okay, you try to understand that information. Okay, any type of a fact, event, then rules, principles. Okay, about any concept. It is called knowledge. Knowledge, then understanding, application, skills, interest, attitude. So I am going to elaborate these all topics. Okay, knowledge. We know about that knowledge. These are the objectives in knowledge, to help the students to use proper knowledge of any type of things. Proper knowledge of any type of things. So it's a specification. Now listen carefully. What is specification of that knowledge? Of this word knowledge. Knowledge is objective and objective. So what are the specification of knowledge? First, the student recalls. Suppose the students recalls. Okay. Then students recognize. Then students gives example and illustration. Gives example and illustrations. Okay. Then verify. Verify is related to that knowledge. Students try to verify. Okay. Students try to verify of acquiring knowledge. Then note similarities and follow the meaning of in his own sentence. Okay, meanings of, following the meanings of in his own sentences. It is related to knowledge objectives. Okay, it is a specification of knowledge. For example, teacher try to teach one important things in the class. That time, what are the objectives of that topics? Suppose teacher try to teach about kite. So what are the objectives of that lesson or that topics? First, listen carefully. To help the students to know what is meant by kite. Okay, what is meaning of kite? Then what is the specification of this sentence? The specification of the sentence is students tells about kite. Students tells about kite. Okay. Then students knows about kites. It is a knowledge specification. Okay. Another one example of understanding. Understanding means, listen, to translate printed symbols into meaningful ideas. Into meaningful ideas means what? It's a meaningful ideas of students. Okay, so it is related to that student's understanding. It is each concept related to that student's understanding. So it is a ability to translate printed symbol into meaningful ideas. So Now listen carefully. It's an example. Understand. To help the students to understand, okay, to help the students to understand the meaning of kite, okay, to help the students to understand meaning of kite, or to help the students to understand about any type of poetry, okay, understand about any type of poetry. So it's a specification of is that understanding objective specification is for students understand about kite is a specification. Yes, students understand the new words. Student understand the unfamiliar words of face. Okay, it is a specification of understanding. Application means what? To acquire some knowledge and try to apply in your daily life. Okay, application means what? You try to acquire some knowledge and then it's a apply in your daily life in a new situation. It is called application. Okay, it is most important objectives application. So for example of that application, listen, to help the students to apply proper knowledge in his daily life also. Yes, in his daily life or in a new situation. How to use that proper knowledge, how to use or how to apply that proper knowledge. It's a specification of that application. Students makes sentence in his own words. It is a specification of application. Students makes some sentence in his own words. Okay, is a specification of application. Skill is acquired by the available knowledge and application. Yes, skill means what? Skill is acquired by the available knowledge and application from comprehension or understanding. From comprehension or understanding. It is called skill. Skill. So now listen carefully. What is a specification of that skill? Now listen. To help the students to develop LSWR. To help the students to develop LSWR. LSWR means what? Listening, speaking, writing and reading. These are the 4 skills which are to develop with the help of that objectives. Skills. To help the students to develop LSWR is a skills. Then how? Then what is the specification of that objective skills? So now listen. Students listen carefully. Okay. Students listen carefully. Students write correctly is a specification of skill. Students read effectively and correctly is a specification of skill. Students reads effectively and correctly is a specification of reading skills. Then last one, speaking. Yes, LSWR. Speaking. To help the students to speak. Yes, to help the students to speaking English language. How to speaking English language? So now its a specification is students speaks with proper trace and intonation. Okay, students speaks proper trace and intonation is a specification of speaking skill. Okay, is a specification of skills. Now these are the most important 4 skills. Next, interest. How to develop interest? So to help the students to develop interest in a reading biography, okay, or autobiography. So interest, it's the objective of classroom objectives of, yes, interest is a classroom objectives. 5 number. So how to develop? To help the students to develop interest in a reading autobiography or biography. So what is the specification of that word of that interest? Student, yes, students collect some books. Students collect some books and read it. Okay, students try to collect some books. Try to collect some books and reads regularly. It is an interest. Okay, it is an interest. So now last one, attitude. Attitude means what? Do you know attitude? Attitude means, so now listen carefully, attitude means what? Students ready to read or ready to think about that matter, about any type of matter. Ready to read or ready to think about any type of matter. Okay, then students try to think about new ideas. Yes, students try to think about new ideas is an example, is a specification of attitude. Okay, specification of attitude. These are the most important objectives, classroom objectives of teaching English. These are the most important classroom objectives of teaching English. We have learned about this. Okay. So I'm going to start unit number 2, sub point C. Recent curriculum reformer. In this unit, we will see NCERT and SCERT's rational objectives, principle, and the nature of English language. Okay, these are the 3 points included in this subunit. So now listen. Rational objectives. Basic proficiency such as acquiring national language learning. Acquiring national language learning. With the help of various resources, we try to acquire that language. Okay, we try to acquire some important things related to languages. Okay, now these are the objectives of teaching English. Now, principle of teaching English. Principle of teaching English. Awareness of world. You try to awareness yourself. Okay, you try to acquire awareness related to that words. So now awareness of the world is a principle of teaching English language. Then learning happiness through languages. Yes, learning happiness through languages means what? You try to learn with happiness. You try to learn with happiness. Okay, without any trace, you try to learn that language with happiness is another one principle. Next, generalization of higher order language skills. Yes, you try to generate yourself also. You try to generate that skills. You try to generate language skills, and it is called generalization of higher order language skills is a third objective of teaching English. So I am going to start in briefly subtopic D of unit number 2, development of English skills. Development of English skills is the name of the topic. Okay, now listen carefully. How to develop these language skills? Now listen. Reading, writing, speaking, listening, and communication. These are the language skills. So now listen carefully how to develop each. Okay. First of all, you listen. Reading. Reading means what? A kind of reading. That's reading. How to develop your students' reading skill. But first of all, you try to understand types of reading. Listen. Loud reading is a type of reading. Loud, silent, intensive, extensive, skimming, and scanning. These are the related to reading. These are the related to reading. So now loud reading. You try to provide opportunity to loud reading to your students. While teaching English subject, you try to give proper opportunity to your students. Stand up and read loudly is an activity of students. You try to take a student participation for that reading. You try to take loud reading and also silent reading to your students. Then intensive and extensive reading also is most important. Okay. Then skimming and scanning. These are the important points regarding to reading. Extensive and intensive means what? You try to provide some important topics as information about earthquake. Okay, information about overall information about world. Okay, information about forest, information about various things, various facts. You try to provide that and develop your students' reading skill. Then writing. Writing means, now listen, writing. How to develop writing skill to your students. These are the most important points related to writing. These are manipulation, structural, and communication. Yes, Memorization and structure and communication are most important points related to writing. You try to give here also opportunity to your students to communicate, okay, to take a part in communication, and you try to give opportunity for writing tasks. You try to provide some assignments to your students. With the help of that assignments, students try to develop his or her writing speed, writing style, writing structure, shape and size of letters. Okay, so it is most important. Speaking. How to speak and how to develop speaking skill in your student. Speaking skill. How to develop your speaking skill of your students. So most important, first of all, you try to understand structure of English language. Okay. Grammar, basic grammar of English language, and also scientific structure of language. So with the help of that scientific structure of language, we try to develop your students' speaking skill. First of all, you try to listen carefully. You try to use that proper trace, intonation. Okay, how to speak with a trace and intonation. It is most important. So develop your speaking skill with a proper trace and intonations. Okay. Then last fourth, listening skill. It is a development of English skills. So in these points, listening skills is most important. How to develop that proper listening skill to your students with the help of various resources. With the help of various resources, you try to develop your students' listening skills. You try to use TV, for example, various news channels. Then tape recorder, then radio. You try to provide that instrument to your students and to help to develop listening skill of your students. With the help of that resources, we try to develop your students' listening skill. Then these are the examples. These are the resources. TV. In bracket, TV means various news channels. Then you try to provide radio, tab, mobile also. These are the most important instrument. It's useful for developing language skills. Okay, developing language skills. It is a listening skills also. Okay. Then last one, communication. First of all, you try to listen carefully. What is meant by communication? It is an interaction between two persons. Okay. Communication means what? It is an interaction. It is a dialogue between two persons. Okay. It is called communication. So, first of all, you listen. Types of communication: oral, intrapersonal, interpersonal, then group and mass. These are the types of communication. So now, how to develop that particular communication skill in the student? Okay. So for that communication, you try to give opportunity for your students, like you conduct programs like the debate. Okay. Language games. Okay. Then you try to conduct competition as elocution. Okay. These are the most important resources. These are the most important ways to develop your students' communication skill. Now, listen carefully. This is the points. This is the skills we try to develop with the help of various resources. Okay. With the help of various resources, we try to develop these all skills in the students, into your students' mind. Okay.